Hello and welcome back to Movie Reviewed Official. Today our film opens with a narration informing us that there are parallel universes and that a force exists who seeks to destroy the balance so that he can become the one. Yes, the multiverse. Infinite realities, infinite versions of yourself. Have you ever wanted to know what it'd be like to fight yourself? Well, you're in luck, because Jet Li does just that in this movie called The One. The One is a 2001 sci-fi action movie starring Jet Li, where apparently the worst threat to humanity is Jet Li on a quest to murder every other Jet Li in the multiverse. Yeah, that's right, our guy Gabriel Yulaw thought, what if I could just become me, but stronger? So the movie starts with Gabriel Yulaw, once an agent of the Multiverse Authority. Yes, that's a thing which polices interdimensional travel, seeks to hunt down all variations of himself in alternate universes. Yulaw is now a rogue multiverse cop. But unlike your average power-hungry villain, he's not after world domination or riches. Oh no, he's after himself. He's so confident in his ultimate power plan that I bet he thinks he could stop a YouTube ad without waiting for the skip button. The guy's been hopping from universe to universe, killing every version of himself, because with each one that dies, he gets stronger. He takes self-improvement to a whole new homicidal level. Kinda like Pokemon, but with murder. By killing 124 versions of his other selves and absorbing their life energies. Yulaw believes that he will become a super-powered godlike being called The One. Seriously, the ego on this guy. After killing Lawless, the 123rd variation in the Anubis universe, Yulaw is captured by MVA agents Rodecker and Funch and taken back to the MVA headquarters in the Alpha universe. After he is sentenced to life in the Stygian penal colony in the Hades universe, he manages to escape with the help of his lover and teleports to the Chaos universe where the last variation of himself lives. And then there's Gabe Law, the last known variation, who is a deputy sheriff working in the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. For 2 years, Gabe has been experiencing increases in strength, speed, and mental ability, but neither he nor his wife TK can understand why. But don't worry, it's not all punching and jumping off walls like a Spider-Man audition gone wrong. While transporting a prisoner, Gabe feels Yulaw's presence in time to avoid being shot. Gabe later sustains an injury after falling from a wall, but Rodecker and Funch arrive in time to stop Yulaw from finishing off Gabe. They show up to help Gabe and they're like, dude, you gotta stop him, or he'll be literally unstoppable. So now Gabe has to fight his evil self. It's like if you played Street Fighter against yourself on the hardest setting. Although unfamiliar with interdimensional travel, Gabe realizes that Yulaw is identical to him in every way. Rodecker and Funch track Yulaw to the hospital where Gabe is being examined. Yulaw deters them from shooting him because if he is killed, Gabe would then be left as the one. Dressed alike and identical to each other, Gabe and Yulaw's battle confuses the other police officers, but they manage to escape the hospital. The agents deviate from their orders and split up. Rodecker pursues and fights Yulaw but is killed when the latter breaks his neck, disabling a bomb Rodecker intended to use to finish both of them off. Funch catches up with Gabe and explains to him that there are multiple universes with wormholes briefly connecting them at uncontrollable times. Yulaw sneaks into Gabe's residence where TK, believing him to be Gabe, agrees to hide him from the police. She realizes that Yulaw is deceiving her but not in time to avoid being captured. Gabe arrives, only to watch helplessly as Yulaw kills TK. Funch finds a guilt-ridden Gabe and both team up to find Yulaw at the next wormhole. Gabe and Funch arrive at an industrial plant, where they encounter and fight Yulaw. Funch is easily defeated but Gabe and Yulaw are more evenly matched. Both are wearing black-colored jumpsuits at the start of the fight, but then Yulaw soon strips down to a blue top. This helps us tell them apart easily. This fight is but a symbolic showdown of good versus evil, fate versus free will. Gabe manages to gain the upper hand, but only seconds before the wormhole arrives. It's like the world's most intense game of stop hitting yourself, except with way more martial arts and, I assume, a much higher chiropractor bill. All three of them are sucked into the wormhole and collapse on the floor of the MVA headquarters. Yulaw is transported immediately to the Hades universe after a failed attempt to switch places with Gabe. The MVA then prepares to send Gabe back to his own universe, where he will be arrested and put into prison for the crimes that Yulaw committed. Recalling an earlier conversation with Gabe, Funch compassionately sends him to a different universe in which Gabe can have a normal life again from when he first met TK. In the end, Yulaw is sent to the Stygian penal colony in the Hades universe, where he can fight everyone else forever and declares that he will still become the one and proceeds to battle several prison inmates at once on top of a ziggurat. We get to see that even though we are shaped by circumstances, it's our choices that define us. Our identity is not fixed, it's what we make of it. And that, my friends, is the one. Like, subscribe and hit the bell, because there's a multiverse of content out there, and this is just the beginning. See you in the next dimension.